Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we've got something a little bit different for you. We are no longer in the southeast of England. We've had to come away for work this weekend and we are up in a place called Frocester, which is in Stroud in Gloucestershire. We are staying at a pub which has got a B&B attached to it, and for no other reason than that we thought we would go to the pub tonight. We would have a meal on site because after 5 hours travelling to get up here we cannot be bothered to drive anywhere else. So we are going to review the restaurant that we are in. We are at a place called the Frocester, which is a pub. So far we haven't really been inside the pub to look at it, but it looks pretty nice from the outside. Got a lovely courtyard and a restaurant inside. Not sure which one we're going to sit in yet, hopefully outside, but it does seem very busy at the moment, so possibly inside. Because it does seem very busy, we found in our room, because we are in our little B&B section now, we found the Book of Dreams. It's not the Book of Dreams, it's not Argus. It has got the restaurant menu inside it. So I thought what we would do is go through the menu now, pick out what we want, and then we will go over to the pub, find our table, sit down and order, and show you a little bit of the actual pub itself. And I looked at some reviews online, and this place has got very nice reviews, very good reviews. The menu does look on the expensive side, so I'm not really expecting your kind of standard cheaper pub food. I'm not getting Wetherspoon's impressions from this at all. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit more high-end because the prices do suggest that that is what it is going to be. Running through just quickly some of the things on the menu. Appetizers, a couple of them. Garlic bread, £6. Deep fried whitebait with tartar sauce, £7. Starters, deep fried battered brie with spiced apple chutney and mixed leaves at £9.50. Seared beef Stilton and red onion salad, £10. Mains, I'll pick a couple of these out. Steak and ale pie with suet crust pastry, new potatoes and fresh vegetables at £19. And spaghetti with tomato and olive sauce, grilled halloumi and garlic bread at £18. They also do some burgers. So that is just a brief selection of a couple of things on their menu. Now, what am I going to have? I'm actually quite taken with a starter on the specials menu, which is pan-fried pigeon breasts with bacon, onion and black pudding on mixed leaves. That is calling my name and that is £10. So I think it is going to be that for my starter. And then for my main, I actually think I might be a little bit boring and just go for their 8-ounce prime beef burger with smoked applewood cheddar, tomato, that'll be coming out, and caramelised onion chutney at £17. We've got about half an hour until our table reservation is ready, so I think we might get over there now, get some shots, perhaps even order a bottle of wine since we're not going to be driving anywhere else tonight. We're going to be sharing it though, not one each. Let's go and have some pub food. Expensive pub food, hopefully tasty. So a slight change of plan. The pigeon was no longer on the specials menu. Instead, I have gone with the seared Shetland scallops with a vermouth and spring onion cream sauce and granary bread. And that was £14. So it is expensive for a starter, but I think it looks pretty nice. One other quick point to note, we did try and get some footage inside the actual restaurant. However, it was incredibly busy and we didn't want to kind of get in people's way or film people against their will, if you like. So unfortunately, we haven't got any restaurant footage, but hopefully that's not going to matter. The restaurant itself inside was very nice. It was light, airy. There was a lot of light wood. And the lady who was on reception at the restaurant was really friendly as well. But as I say, unfortunately, no footage. Anyway, let's move past that and dig straight into the scallops with the granary bread. Nice, relatively thick piece of granary bread there. and a spring onion, and let me double check my menu again because I've forgotten already. A vermouth and spring onion cream sauce. Straight in to a scallop. Cutting nicely. Obviously you can't see what the inside of that scallop looks like because it is covered in the sauce. So I think the best way to assess it is just to put it in the mouth, isn't it? So the scallop is very tender. It's got a nice, delicate flavour. The sauce, I can taste the cream in there. Strange fact about me, can't stand cream on desserts. I love cream sauces. What's that about? Who knows? It has got a slightly sweet taste to it, which I'm guessing is from the addition of the vermouth. And the scallops have still got the roe attached. You can just about see the roe down here on this one, just here. And I do like it when they leave the roe attached. I can't detect massive notes of spring onion. I think perhaps the spring onion is just the slight sprinkling of spring onions on the top. And I say slight because there are not many spring onions on there at all. Let me get some butter on this granary bread. Look at this butter. Is this not the most beautiful ribboned butter ever? Very pretty. Nice room temperature butter. Nothing worse than fridge cold butter that you cannot spread. Let's test out this granary bread. Ooh. Now that bread is very nice. It is very soft. It is very fresh. It is very light. It is very good. And it does say that they make their own bread as well. And I've got to say, thumbs up for that, because that is delicious bread. There is very much a focus on keeping things local here as well. A lot of the ingredients are sourced locally, which I really like. You guys know that I'm very much into local ingredients, sourcing things from as near as possible to kind of support the British businesses. Bread's good, scallops are good. Let's try some scallop with some bread. I don't know how you're meant to eat scallop and bread together. This is probably something my dad would tell me off for, but I'm balancing my scallop on my bread and I'm just going to shove it in my mouth. Now that is absolutely delicious. Those scallops really are plump, they are juicy, they have been cooked very, very well. £14? Are we talking expensive? Yes, we are, but scallops are an expensive item. They are never the cheapest of starters, and they are cooked so well. How many do we have? I think we've eaten 2, and we have still got 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. So we started with 6. Not a bad number for £14. I say, never the cheapest of things, but so, so delicious. They're kind of worth splashing out on, aren't they? I think they are. Right, I am going to carry on eating these, enjoying these, and then we shall see you once our main turns up. So the burger and chips has turned up, looking good. Now the first thing, as you guys who watch our channel frequently will know, that I'm going to do is immediately remove the tomato. I didn't ask them to remove it purely because, oh, it's stuck on there. It's well stuck. There we go. Purely because I like you guys to see how the food actually turns up if you're not a picky, fussy eater like I am. I'm honestly not that picky. It's just kind of salad items I have issues with generally, and potatoes. I'm a bit funny with potatoes. Actually, and peas and carrots. But give me veg that's not kind of typical, like broccoli or cabbage, or even sprouts. I can handle a sprout, just about. And I'm fine, but give me the standard veg like peas and carrots and I turn my nose up. Who knows why? Just the way I am. Right, now the burger. Inside we have got the caramelised onion chutney there, and there is a lot of that. Onions are on the approved veg list, so there is plenty of them. Under here we have just got 2 little lettuce leaves. And some nicely melted smoked applewood cheddar. Was it smoked? Can't remember. If I'm being honest, had a couple of these. I think it was smoked though. The chips look amazing. They actually look nice and golden. They look like they're going to be incredibly crispy. Let's just dig straight in. No need for any more talking. I forgot to ask for salt. What an idiot. Never mind. Oh, they're hotter than the sun. Do you know, actually, I didn't need to ask for salt. These have been perfectly seasoned. They are very, very hot. And oh my goodness, you've got your own food. They're going to think I don't feed you. He's got his own plate of food there and he's still stealing my chips. I'm not reviewing his food because the only thing I like on his plate is the pie and the cabbage. Doesn't seem like a lot of point to review a pie and a cabbage. I'm going to have one more bite because the heat just burnt my mouth completely off and I didn't get to test the crispiness or the fluffiness because I was just concentrating on how warm it felt. These are very good chips. They have got a nice crisp to them and the inside is nice and light and fluffy and as I said, perfectly seasoned with the salt as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but a bit more wine first. I can't say engage Python mode because that's what Greeno says. So there's no putting it off now. I have tested the chips. Now I have to try and work out how to get my mouth around this. If I was my father, and I know I reference my father a lot on this channel, but he was an inspiration for me. Sadly, no longer with us. But he was very into his manners, and I'm sure sometimes he looks at me or would look at me and go, what is she doing? He would probably cut it with a knife and fork. I'm not going to do that. I am just going to try and squidge it down and squeeze it in my mouth. I'm really sorry, Dad, but you're not here, so I'm doing it my way now. So there is a very nice sweetness to that onion chutney, and that is going so well with the beef burger. The burger itself, I don't know if you can see. Let me very inelegantly show you. It's got quite a nice kind of chunky rind to it. It has been cooked, I would say, probably quite well done. There's no pink in there at all. I personally don't mind a little bit of pink to my beef burgers, but I know it's not for everybody, so I guess they are trying to appease the masses here. Very nice flavour though. The cheese, I don't think I got a huge amount of cheese. This looks like a big bit of cheese. Let's try. Got a nice big mouthful of cheese there, and it has got a nice smoky flavour to it, and I would say it's quite a mature cheddar as well. It offsets the sweetness of the onions really nicely. It goes very well with the beef burger. The only thing I would say is I could have done with just a touch more lettuce. I mean, that is a little bit stingy on the lettuce perhaps. Could have done with just a touch more because the lettuce and the crunch of the lettuce really isn't coming through at all. But overall, a nice burger. Is it a burger that is worth £17? I'm not sure about that. The bun, forgot to mention the bun. I like the bun. It is nice and soft. I like the kind of toasted crunch of the sesame seeds there as well. And the poppy seeds, don't forget the poppy seeds. The bun is good. It is nice and soft. And it complements the burger really nicely. But it is kind of doing that brioche fall apart thing that brioche buns often do. On the whole though, a very nice burger. I'm going to enjoy it. I am pleased with the thickness of the burger as well. It's a beautifully thick burger. Remember, I ordered the 8-ounce burger. There was a 4-ounce option available. I wasn't sure if 8 ounce was going to be 2 4-ounces on top of each other, but it appears that they have just done a bigger, fatter burger. To be honest, 2 thinner burgers, 1 fatter burger, I don't care. As long as I get my full 8 ounces of meat, I am happy. Right, let's finish this up. Perhaps we'll have a pudding. I did see some ice cream on the menu that did draw me in. Perhaps we'll go for a pudding. I'm thinking yes. If we do, I'll see you for pudding. If we don't, I'll see you for summing up. So we have finished up at the Frocester now. The pub as a whole was really nicely laid out. It had a really nice vibe to it. It was really friendly. The service was incredibly friendly. Really liked all of the staff there. In terms of the food, the scallops I really rated. I thought they were incredibly delicious and I would rate them very highly. The burger itself, it was nice. It was a good burger, though to be honest, I personally would say that my mate Wayne can cook a better burger for cheaper money at home. So the burger, when you take into account the price of it and how it tasted, I'm going to go with average for that. Now, we didn't have space for pudding. I really wanted to try their rum and raisin ice cream, but it would have just been a waste of money because I genuinely did not have any space left. Now, the costings. The scallops were £14. The 8-ounce burger that I had was £17 and Wayne had a steak pie that was £19, so a total of £15, no service charge on that either. The drinks we had separately, we paid for them before we ordered our food. Now again, when it comes to pricing, I think the scallops were pretty fairly priced. We did Scallop Week down in Rye a few months ago and the price here was comparable to the price there. If you buy scallops in a fishmonger where we are, they are between £1 and £1.50 each. So I got 6. I think the scallops, given how nice they were, it was a fair price. The 8-ounce burger, however, though, £17, I think was perhaps just a little bit steep, not massively steep, just, you know, a couple of pounds steep. I think £15 would have been a nicer price for that in terms of how it tasted, in terms of the size of it. Definitely more taken with the scallops than I was with the burger. Overall today, it's difficult to score because, like I say, I did rate the scallops so highly and the burger I wasn't so taken with, but I think overall, taking everything into account, I would say around about a 7.5 for the meal as a whole. The scallops would have scored perhaps a point higher, the burger perhaps a point lower. We'll average it out. We shall go with 7.5 overall. Would I come back? If I was in this area again, then yes, I definitely would. And would I recommend it? Again, yes, I would recommend it. The service was great. It's a really nice setting and the food was good. If you enjoy our channel, then please do hit like, hit subscribe and leave us a comment. And I can hear lots of people behind me, so I'm now going to sneak off as if I'm not here, and I'll see you at another table another time. Cheers. I'm stealing my drink. Not stealing it, I've already paid for it. I'm stealing the glass. Not really. I'm going to return it.